We are back at it again here with another video with Invest for tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. I'll ask for returns for you guys to smash that like button. And here we are with AMC Entertainment Holdings Inc. And we're going to break down some key levels here of what's going on with the chart. The stock continues to pull down lower today, but it wasn't the only stock falling. The QQQ fell as well, and our QQQ bot sent out a bear indicator since 7:05 a.m. And from that moment forward towards the bell, and even after the bell, there was a continuation to the downside, and put options went up 150% plus within minutes to an hour. And if you guys want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to our SPY bot, our QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities. So here we are with AMC trying to find support at a key level where things started to continue to go higher after the first date of things popping up after earnings. So very important level. But before we break it all down, I want to share with you guys the home and opportunity I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. We strive for opportunities like these every single day, and these are some of the home runs as you see them popping up that we caught last week. Not guaranteed to be this way every single day, but we strive for them and we look for them every single day. So the home run of the day was spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining you'll become part of our growing community of investors all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the two stocks I was watching this morning. Both of them gave jumps at 10 to 20%, 20% plus, but one of them turned out to be a spectacular home run, and that was RETO. We caught this one in the pre-market pulling downwards towards the bell, found a support, got that bull indicator, and full transition from white with red borders to bright green on 42 vision. Got that confirmation with that bull indicator, and within minutes it hit a highest point of 30% plus, guys. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and let's jump into these charts. So here we are with AMC Entertainment Holdings Inc. And as I stated earlier in the video, pulling downwards, and it's coming down to retest a key area of support where the stock was actually sitting, and it continued to go higher from those levels in yesterday's trading day, and it's coming down to retest it. We need to see if the bulls have a fighting chance here or if the bears are trying to tear this down. Now I'm going to pull up the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to our SPY bot, our QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and receiving our daily opportunities that we strive for every single day over at the Discord in our morning briefs, and become part of a growing community of investors all looking to learn and grow together by using these resources to maximize in either direction by receiving the clarity and edge over the charts with 42 vision. And you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve by joining. We look forward to having you join us, and we're going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds an extra layer of confirmation to the charts and what's going on with 42 vision. So here we are with AMC, and it's under a bear indicator. Now in yesterday's video, we were watching how things slowed down. It was under outflows starting to dominate, but it had not crossed. That's why the stock didn't completely collapse, right? It was fighting, holding itself up. Even though outflows were picking up, then it actually started to become more predominant in the aftermarket hours and towards today in the pre-market, and it crossed today in the pre-market, and for the rest of the day it went down. And that extra layer of confirmation there with the bear indicator and the transitions on 42 vision from bright green back down towards red bars. The end of the transition would be white with red borders. This is what we call the dip area. So 42 vision allows us to see the dip areas and the rip areas, which is bright green, and on the way back down it lets us see from the rip areas to the dip areas as the transitions continue. And the bull and bear indicators are there as extra layers of confirmation. And in between those confirmations, we have the inflow versus outflow indicator showing us when momentum is picking up and gaining strength like it did here across the midpoint, picked up, bull indicator, continued into the next day even after the bell, ran a little bit higher, you could see it there, plateaued, started the outflows, things were looking kind of weak, and today it crossed and the bear indicator popped up shortly after and things continue to go lower. That's the whole point with the inflow versus outflow and the bull and bear indicators and the transitions that 42 vision brings the clarity and edge that we deserve within the volatility of the market. So this is all based off the 30-minute. We do want to zoom out to see the bigger picture. And one of the key things I'm watching here is if on the 30-minute, this can actually cross over and this bear indicator can possibly get canceled out by a bull indicator if the bulls can start pushing this back up towards resistance levels and retesting the recent highs. It's going to be very, very interesting how things play out within the volatility. Now, when we zoom out and we look at the 4-hour, you could see that things are actually picking up with outflows. Now, since yesterday, I stated that things were actually slowing down. We want to see this actually going straight up, and it actually started to slow down. And today in the pre-market, it became more significant and red. It still hasn't crossed the midpoint. That's why the whole entire chart hasn't collapsed all the way down, but things could accelerate really quickly to the downside if it does. Now, this could be the setup for the next bull run. I stated that in my previous videos, especially since we're still at bright green with red borders. So it's not dark green bars, it's not red bars just yet, no bear indicator, and we still have a bull indicator, but outflows are dominating. This could be called profit taking, people getting shaken out because they're starting to see it pull downwards, getting scared. It could be anything of that sort, right? So things are trying to hold themselves up, and we want to see this actually kind of level off and switch back up to the upside and switch from red to green color, right? And pull away from the midpoint, meaning that inflows are starting to outweigh again and have more strength than the outflows. Right now, outflows are dominating even though they're above the midpoint. So they still haven't taken over the chart, but outflows are taking over in the short term here, as it's showing here within today's trading day. Now, if you go ahead and zoom out even more and we go to the 1 day, things are still green here, right? But starting to look like it's plateauing. Look at that 1 day actually just kind of sitting there and kind of sitting sideways, not straight up anymore like it did here. So super important to keep that in mind. Now, when you zoom out though, the last times it's ran, it actually has lasted for much further than this, right? So it still has room here. It's just going to take a lot more strength from the bulls to actually pull things up, as we've seen the last several times it's gone up, even right here as well and right there. Now, it is a little bit higher than this one, or right around that area. This one's a little bit higher than it, and things did pop up towards the 30s. And then this one back here in 2021, when it went all the way from $12 to $70, it was a lot higher. Now, does it guarantee that it's going to go that high within this volatility and squeeze / run up so far? No, it's not guaranteed, but we have something to measure and watch. And that's what I'm watching here on the 1 day. Is it going to plateau, or is it going to continue straight up, pulling away from the midpoint? Because if it starts turning red or plateauing, it's something to watch carefully, because it could start affecting not just the 1 day, but the 4 hour to continue and possibly cross here, making things more significant to the downside, and on the 30-minute as well, not having enough strength to get back over the midpoint. Now, going into tomorrow, the first thing I'm going to be watching is the 15-minute. It's fighting right there between the midpoint. Is it going to start pulling upwards? Is it going to stay green and get back up there? And then back towards the high of the day of 24.20. That's the first resistance level I'm watching. And if it could continue to pull up above that, back up here towards 25.80. And we want to see this bear indicator get crossed out and canceled out by a bull indicator in the process on the 15-minute and on the 30-minute as it's going back up. If it could cross that midpoint, get back up towards 25.80, cancel out that bear indicator as well, get a bull indicator in the process, and then retest the highs up here of 27.45. If that is accomplished, the next resistance level is $30. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below about this on AMC. Do you think the run is over? Do you think this is just a setup before the next bull run? we are under a bear indicator and outflows have been crossed on 15-minute, on 30-minute, and on the 4-hour it's still holding up, but it's going down really fast as you see it there in the chart. I look forward to seeing your thoughts. Now, quick recap here on Muln stock for those of you that are watching this stock as well. I know a lot of people are watching it or also in it. And Muln stock right now, the outflows have been outweighing for days. The last time it crossed over was the day it ran up on August 1st. Things kind of sat sideways, and since then we've been going downwards. We're under a bear indicator on the 30-minute, same thing on the 15-minute, and the support levels are the recent lows of 76 cents, 75 cents. If that gets broken through, the next support is 70 to 65 cents within that area. And the key thing I'm watching here is on the 15-minute, if it could cross over the inflows, go back up, turn into green from red to green, and cancel out the previous bear indicator and try to retest the highs there of 83 cents and break above it on the 30-minute and on the 15-minute. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.